shadow or something.
There's a shadow because a professional lit you as opposed to someone else.
That's why.
Now, I'm waiting to see if this is going to go live or whether I need to click the go live. So we might be, I did something different this time. So if I click go live, and I did something different. So, all right. So now we should be live on LinkedIn, YouTube, Periscope, and we are live on my website too. Yep. And I did something different. So now what you need to do.
What do I need to do?
You got to turn the volume down on that. Do you have that page open?
I have the page open, yes.
Okay. See those little bars there that look like a reverse pyramid or half of a pyramid? Click the one all the way to the left so it mutes it.
Okay, hold on.
On your thing, just so we don't get the feedback. So
I'm looking for the bar, Jim, that you're talking about. I said, yeah, it says minimize and pop out. I don't see a bar.
Okay, well, this will be our first instructional video. So here's us, right?
Yeah.
You see that? You see that right there?
I'm not seeing it. Hold on.
Look on your screen. Look at me.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see that control right there.
Oh, yes, I do. Mute it.
Okay. So you click the one all the way to the left there, and that's how you turn the volume down. Got it?
Mine's at 0.
Okay, that's where you want it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're making this way too complicated.
Yes, we are. Okay. Yeah. We good to go?
Okay, so now today, welcome everybody who is here with us. We're doing things a little bit differently because I am, for the next, I think, 18 minutes, I am still in Facebook jail. As far as, yeah, there's the jail to be in, man. So I'm still in Facebook jail. It's Dean's fault because it happened on the Jim and Dean show last week. He kept saying, hit the button, hit the button. I was like, no, man, no, something's not right. No, hit it again, hit it again. None of this is true, by the way, but there's no recording to back Dean up. So anyway, for a week, I have been unable to post live because Facebook was mad at me because apparently I violated their community standards. Though I could not talk to a live human being, I could not plead my case. I could not do anything other. Oh, I like that one the best. So I didn't get to broadcast live, but they let me do other stuff too. So it was almost like I was in a halfway house. I wasn't really in jail, but I was in a halfway house. I could go out and go to work. I could put on my hairnet. I could do my thing, but I wasn't allowed to do drugs, drink alcohol, or come home after 6 p.m. So thanks a lot, Facebook. So what that made me do is go out and say, you know what? I think that, hey, David's chatting with us on the page.
Wow.
Hey, David.
He says hello.
So if you go to jimanddeanshow.com, we are actually doing this over on, we are broadcasting live to my website. And that is where I want to do most of our interaction moving forward, because that's where I can actually own the conversation as opposed to on Facebook where we can't. So if you want to go to jimanddeanshow.com, click over there and we have live chat set up. You can access questions and all kinds of stuff. So I'm getting a little scared actually by these bars. Let's break me out of Facebook jail. Boom.
I saw one, speaking of jail and bars, My wife and I really enjoy prison movies like Shawshank Redemption, which I know is your favorite movie, and it's my number one movie of all time. We saw a movie the other night. I think it was on Hulu. I'm not sure. It's called Escape from Pretoria. It was a true story.
Uh-huh.
Wonderful, about these two white guys who were in prison in Pretoria, which was a political prison during apartheid. And it was really suspenseful. Daniel Radcliffe is in it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to check that out. Thank you, Paul. Paul says, such a good lesson. Sorry that happened to you. It's okay. I had to wrestle some guy for my commissary whilst in Facebook jail, but I made a shank out of an old mouse cord. And so I was able to survive my week in the joint. I did get a prison house tattoo that I'm going to have to get removed with a belt sander, but that'll be a different letting the chickens out with Jim video.
Yes, it will.
The prison ink story just that's not for kids. So interestingly enough, again, if you want to join us over on jimanddeanshow.com, that will redirect you to the page over on my website where we're doing this. So Dean, today,
Yo.
wanted to talk about letter openers and specifically shocking statements, things that you can say, things that you can write, things that you can show to knock people out of their hypnosis at the beginning of your sales message. So I'm going to share with you real quick before we even talk about why you use them and all that good stuff. I'm going to share with you my favorite shocking statement I've ever used on a sales letter ever. Are you ready for it?
I've never seen this, so let me see it.
It's enough to make you want to puke. That's how I started the sales letter that made, at the time, it was my fastest grossing sales letter of all time. We made 5 figures in 2 hours, which at the time, a little tiny list. I mean, that was really hot snot back in the day. So we made $10,000 in 2 hours with that sales letter. Now that was 20 years ago.
You, as they say back then, you broke the internet.
But it's enough to make you want to puke. Dean.
Yeah.
Why do you want to use a shocking statement at the beginning of a video or at the beginning of a sales letter? Why is that important?
With so much noise out there and so many marketing messages and so many people trying to grab your attention, it's just critical to stand out from the rest of the crowd. You must get yourself out of what's called a bloody red ocean where everybody's swimming and everybody is swimming for survival because of the sharks. And you need to get into the clear blue waters. And really, one of the most effective ways to do that is with an incredible, shocking statement, a compelling grabber that's going to grab your audience by the throat and not let go.
Right. So what is one of your favorite shocking statements or openers you've ever used?
I remember, and I don't know if it's, so I'll answer that question because I want to bring it up. I honestly didn't know what you were going to talk about today, so I will bring it up from a sales letter I did. But one of my favorites was from a Perry Belcher sales letter, where his opening grabber was liar, liar, liar.
Ooh, I like that.
I thought, man, that is so good.
I thought you were going to say liar, liar, pants on fire, but I mean, now I see where you're going. It's like when Michael Fortin did the second Traffic Secrets, or the relaunch of Traffic Secrets for John, what's his face?
Reese.
John Reese. Sorry. It's if you don't stick around, people don't remember your name.
That's right.
And his headline, or the grabber, the shocking statement, was one word: proof. Oh. That's it. It was giant red proof. And hey, Amanda. So I think that's cool. So Was that your story too, or did you have
That was
more
my
than?
story. So you keep talking because I want to find this headline that I used for a
Okay.
client. Okay.
Well, the big thing I think everybody needs to understand is that the shocking statement is not necessarily the headline. I'm not normally referring to the headline. It's once you've grabbed them with the grabber, attention funnel hackers, just that's where my brain is right now. Attention hardworking real estate agents. And then you've got your headline, which the purpose of the headline is to stop people in their tracks and pre-frame them for what's coming next. So, attention hardworking real estate agents. Discover how you can become a multi-million-dollar producer without spending all your income on assistance or real estate ads that just don't work. So then in your letter, you might have from the desk of Jim Edwards regarding becoming a multi-million-dollar listing superstar. Now, the next thing that is coming out of your mouth or the next thing that you're going to show on the page is what I'm talking about when I say the shocking statement. This is and it could be, again, it could be like a subheadline that's before from the desk of Jim Edwards, but right in that area is where you've got to shock them. And in my mind, the shocker I would use is, doesn't it piss you off when you see agents who aren't as smart as you making more money than you do? Well, yeah, it does piss me off, actually. And that's the kind of thing where you gotta stretch the envelope. You've got to push the envelope or stretch the norms and stuff. And usually a shocking statement, in my experience, is it's shocking. I mean, almost like fifth grade, mooning the class from the back of the room or screaming Bart, and then looking around, or it's something, doesn't this piss you off? Or isn't it disappointing? It's an emotional play that rips the scab off that they're trying to ignore. Those are the most effective shocking statements I've seen and used. But if I was going to do something like that with realtors, it would be, doesn't it piss you off when you see agents who aren't nearly as smart as you making a lot more money than you do? Or aren't you tired of the fact that it's not about what you know, but who you know when it comes to luxury listings and rich buyers?
Does cold calling piss you off?
Right. Or does cold calling scare the crap out of you?
Mm-hmm.
That's good too. I like that. It's short and it's a very emotional picture. I've done a lot of talking, Dean. Why don't you share a thought?
Sure. So, how do I send something to you, or do you want to share a screen? How can we do that? Because I can show the sales letter I wrote for somebody.
You can share your screen. Click on share screen on your
screen. Ah.
Yeah, and then I'll include it in the broadcast.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
All right, share. You ready? So
now I got it. Now whoa, slow down there, sport. I gotta enable it now. Mr. Pickles is in control. Okay, so here we go. Nice.
Now you can finally stop gagging like a cat hacking on a fur ball. I like it. Did you write this?
I wrote this. This is a long sales letter where the client said, look, I don't want to be like those other people selling vitamin patches. I need to do something different. And this is what I did.
I love it. And get 300% more absorption with these all new and fashionable pure organic vitamin patches. But see, most people would have led with the get 300% more absorption with these all new and fashionable pure organic vitamin patches, which would have meant nothing,
Plus the shocker too is the graphic itself. I mean, you look at this, you can't help go, that's hilarious. There's Mr. Ed, you know?
Exactly. But like it's like the whole thing is a shocking statement. So in this case, your shocking statement was also your headline package too.
That's right. It's the
Okay.
whole headline.
You think Facebook would approve this as a landing page?
I don't know. It would be interesting to see because there's no false claims here, right?
I would say, as someone who has gacked like a cat hacking a fur ball on a couple of multivitamins, I would say that's probably pretty darn close.
They don't call them horse pills for nothing. Even this guy's choking.
That's right. So is it just for print, Dean? Hint, it's
This was-
not just for print. How else can you use shocking statements?
Oh my gosh. Video, of course.
Mm-hmm. How else? Well,
Well,
there's
you got
text
print.
and video and audio, dipshit. So, I mean, that's pretty much what you can do. That's what Dean's thinking.
Exactly. There's somebody actually coming to your house with a clown mask on and a pitchfork in their hand, right?
That's his name, John Wayne Gacy.
That's a 3D ocular experience.
And there you go. I like it.
So should I stop?
This guy?
Stop the screen? There we go.
I stopped it,
Okay.
which is fine.
That guy. That's
That
shocking.
guy.
And most
That's right.
people, clowns freak them out.
Can I borrow some scissors, mister? Huh? Can I borrow some scissors, kids? So the one thing that I have noticed though, when you're doing this, when it applies to video, Peter's like still in Facebook jail. I think I'm out of Facebook jail. I think I've been paroled from Facebook jail as of about 10 minutes ago, but I don't want to push my luck. By the way, if you'd like to interact with us, please head on over to jimanddeanshow.com. That's a way that you can interact with us. Let's see if I can find another good clown. Nah, it's not good. Nah, it's not good. How about this one? That one's kind of. Oh well. The thing that I have found is, especially with video, the faster you can get to a hook or some sort of a shocking statement or something, the better your retention is going to be, because there's a reason why Facebook measures success with a video as somebody watching for 3 seconds, because they know the majority of people won't watch a video past 3 seconds. So they want to make you feel like you're getting the participation trophy for having made your video. And so my thought was, okay, well, if 3 seconds, I better make something happen in 3 seconds. And so I tried to say something as the very first words that come out of my mouth to try and either hook people or shock them. And like one of the ones that I did recently that did really well, it was, success comes down to the F word. Hey, this is Jim Edwards and welcome to another edition of Letting the Chickens Out with Jim. So it's like F word. Okay, well, I got to stick around for this. What F word is he talking about?
And I want to hear him. Is he actually going to say the F word?
Yeah, I
Right?
don't remember what it was. It wasn't right. Yeah,
Fine.
it wasn't like F word, like F word. It was F word something else.
Yeah.
It was something else. Like, I can't remember what it was. I think of these things after I get highly caffeinated after a restless sleep, then go out to take care of my livestock in my pajamas. And so random thoughts come to me and I get on the phone and I have my own little mini therapy session with other people. How can you go wrong, right? So I think it's as if not more important, when you're doing a video sales letter, when you're doing a content video, when you're doing any type of video that's designed to get people to take action, try to get them to do something, you're going to make some kind of an offer or ask for anything, buy, try, sign up, subscribe, whatever. It's even more important with video to have a hook, the first words that come out of your mouth.
And the other thing too is you do not want to be disingenuous with being shocking, just to shock. It's like saying sex and then you're talking about something else. Right?
Sex.
It's gotta have like that grabs attention. There you go.
Yes, it does. Mr. Rubber Chicken says, yeah, sex. Now that I've got your attention, let's talk about laundry detergent and good, clean fun.
Right. You need to have, it's just got to be truthful, and it's got to be congruent with what you're promoting.
But
Otherwise,
it also, yeah,
otherwise you just lose the trust of your audience.
right. So you can't, that's great. That's a great suggestion. You can't be sensationalist for sensationalist's sake, but if you are basing your shocking statement around the emotional hot buttons of your target audience, then it is going to be natural and authentic. So if one of their, if their fear is, or let's say their number one question is, how the hell can I write a damn good sales letter quickly without hiring an expensive copywriter? If that's, one of their main question, then you could say, does it piss you off that it seems like the only way you can get a good sales letter is to pay some overpriced hack to spend 3 weeks messing around and then giving you back something that might or might not work? I mean, obviously I would. Well, I'm just trying to get that out. But.
So let's look at, and again, is this promotion? Absolutely. So for Jim and for you and I, fill my webinar scripts.
Right.
Our shocking hook, because it's true, is that get your entire webinar promotion campaign written, 25 emails, five webinar pages, web pages written, your Facebook
3 videos,
all your 3 indoctrination video scripts, your survey scripts, get it all written in 90 minutes or less.
Yep.
You're going, there's just no way. That's shocking. I don't believe it.
Right.
And
so,
but it's true.
Absolutely. So if the next time you're looking at your sales video, the next time you're looking at your webinar, the next time, I mean, it's like anything. It's kind of the hidden cousin for hook story offer that they keep hidden in the closet, especially on major holidays that no one talks about. It's there and it needs to be used, but it's hard to explain. So you don't really talk about it and hope people get it done right. But when you think about hook story offer, it's really hook, shocking statement, shake them out of their hypnosis so they're actually paying attention to what we're talking about, story offer. If you really think about it.
So remember, let's look at direct mail too. So something that could be shocking or something that gets you open up is like when I think it was the VA or Veterans of Foreign War would send you the solicitation email, and in the clear plastic window, you'd see a nickel, an actual nickel or a dime, pasted in the window. That grabs your attention. You're going, right. Oh my God, somebody's sending me money. Even though it is. Gary Halbert was famous for his clipping a dollar bill to a sales letter inside of an envelope and sending it and said, there's money for you inside. Shocking. You're going to open that envelope and read that letter.
Yeah, I had a guy,
an actual dollar bill clipped to it.
I had a guy one time send me a 1-ounce silver coin to read a letter. Now, this is back when silver was going for like $10 an ounce. It wasn't, it wasn't a lot. But I still remember that. I didn't read the letter, but I kept the coin.
And now it's going for like 28 an ounce. And because GameStop is just, everybody's going, okay, we don't want the banks involved, right? So that's pretty shocking. We're going to give away a free app so you can trade on your own and you don't need Wall Street.
Right.
That's shocking.
That's that Robinhood app. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
So that's it's going to be interesting to see what happens with all that as an aside. So if you had to give everybody, and then we'll wrap this up, if you had to give everybody your number one tip for how to quickly come up with a shocking statement for a video or for a sales letter, what would it be?
think about it. Really, that's a great question because I don't have an immediate answer for
I
that.
do.
Okay.
Ask a question. Ask a question that is designed to rip away the veneer of maybe not, I don't want to say rip away the veneer of civility, but rip away the veneer of, how do I say this? It's like rip away the veneer of social acceptability or of politely ignoring the real problem. How about that? Like the aunt that asks you, like, "Hey, how's that rash I heard you had?"
Mhm.
That my daughter works down at your doctor's office. She said you came in for a rash. What's going on with your rash, honey? I mean, it's ask a question that a nosy aunt would use to really cut to the heart at the dinner table to really bring you up
Right.
short.
So this could come off as sexist, but back in the 40s and 50s and 60s, advertisements like this were everywhere. And this would be shocking today in today's culture, but could you use it? Yes, you could. To say, this is the skin cream that all beautiful women wear or use. This is the skin cream that all beautiful women use. Which could be, it's a shocking statement. It could be offensive to some, probably most women, but could you get away with it? Could you use it?
I'm not buying that one. I'm not seeing it. Just being honest.
Okay.
I don't see how that's boring to me. Of course, I'm not a beautiful woman. I don't identify as a beautiful woman today.
You don't. You never
I
will.
don't.
Unless
I might.
you have a fun
Judge me. Don't judge me.
Don't buy this if you're not beautiful.
How about that?
There you go.
There you go, sweet cheeks. Putting my fur glasses and my rouge. Now I'm ready to party. All right. Well, this was fun. We got to go do some other stuff. We got to go write some copy for some stuff. So this was just kind of our first foray into the broadcasting live from jimanddeanshow.com. And we will be doing it this way again. And we're going to incentivize you to come over to jimanddeanshow.com and interact with us there instead of on the Facebooks or the LinkedIns and those other places. Why? Because I just want to. Because now I am a bitter ex-con. I have been forever changed by my experience in the joint with Facebook jail. So
what's your
that's
number?
why.
What number did you get on your uniform?
208169.
Uh-huh. Well,
Actually, you know what that is? That's my number from my pledge pin.
oh, and your fraternity?
208169. Yeah, that was my number on
fraternity?
Huh?
What fraternity?
If I say it, someone will look it up and see that there was some kind of an incident somewhere in, like, the other side of the country, and say I'm associated with whatever. So
Are there two or
you know how it
three
is.
letters in the name?
Yeah, there's 3 Greek letters in the name.
There were 2 in mine.
Okay, there you go. I'm glad. You were probably a Sigma Nu.
Exactly.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I was Sigma Alpha Epsilon.
You were
So-
SAE on our
Yeah.
campus. That was the Jewish fraternity.
Well,
No. I'm sorry. SAE was the Southern Boys.
Okay.
Fiji was the Jewish fraternity, and AE Pi. But
Well-
yeah, SAEs were the good old boys. I went to school in Atlanta.
There you go. All right, everybody. Well, this was fun. And remember, if you take nothing else away from this, at least be cognizant. That means aware,
Oh, thank
which
you.
means pay attention
Oh, thank you again.
to the fact that you should, I'm not going to tell anybody they have to do anything. You might want to consider integrating a shocking statement with your sales copy and see if it helps increase conversion through getting more people to stop what they're doing and pay attention to what you have to share with them.
And there's something we didn't bring up. There's a word for that, and it's called pattern interrupt.
Yeah, that's like the adult thing to call it. I was just, talking to real people.
I know.
Well, a pattern interrupt, though, goes beyond a shocking statement because a pattern interrupt can be a picture.
It can be. I'm just saying it's inclusive.
Sure.
A pattern interrupt includes a shocking statement, a picture, an abrupt change of thought.
Sure.
Right?
Well, that's just like a hook can be a headline, a hook can be a title, and a hook can be a picture.
Mm-hmm.
So all that good stuff. So there you go. So Bob just says prison will change a man. That's right. I'm changed. I'm still waiting to find out, though, that now that I've been released from Facebook jail, whether the do I contact my parole officer or will they get up with me through Messenger?
Oh, they'll do both.
Okay.
Plus, now you got to work are you working at the Foodway?
Yeah, bathroom break, boss. Bathroom break, boss. You don't have to ask me every time you want to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay, boss. All right.
I can't squeeze a drop without somebody say so.
All right, everybody have a great day and we'll talk to you soon. Oh, and we're going to leave with a polka because that way,
because it's shocking.
because it's not a shocking polka. It's more of a, I don't know, relaxing polka. If it'll work. I've been having trouble with my sound effects lately, which is a whole nother thing.